Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight for another edition of NASCAR 21 Ignition. It is a custom schedule season and it is race number 4 of 36 at Dirt Bristol. Our first ever trip with NASCAR on dirt, specifically in the Cup Series since 1970. And it takes place at, well, a track we're well familiar with, just not with this configuration, with having dirt applied to it. We've been used to concrete Bristol for years, but boy, this is going to be a new challenge for a lot of drivers, including our driver, Christopher Bell, here today. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We do full race live streams with a realistic commentary every single day, as well as other related NASCAR content right here on YouTube. We'll take you through today's starting lineup for those of you tuning in. Again, welcome, Ashton G. Welcome. How was Martinsville? Martinsville was great. It was phenomenal. Had a fun time. Definitely had a fun time. I'd put that in the top 4 of races I've seen in person this year. And it's like, oh, well, why would you say 4? That's pretty good, because I've seen a lot of really good races this year. Talladega was awesome earlier in the spring. Bristol was probably my favorite race of the season so far this year. I say that or Talladega, it was really, really close. Really, really close. I feel like Bristol still might be a little bit recency bias. Plus, it's my favorite track since I was a kid. So, I mean, that's why I maybe put Bristol up there. The whole weekend's experience in general, I can definitely say that Bristol was better. But Talladega was up there. And then, honestly, it's between that first Pocono race and I'd probably say Martinsville was better than Pocono, but both Pocono races collectively for the Cup Series that weekend, I think should probably be at like number 4. But yeah, top 3 race for me this season. As far as the ones I've been to in person, it was a really, really great race. It was enjoyable. The reason why it probably wasn't quite as good as Bristol or Talladega is just because it wasn't quite the cleanest of racing there at the end. I get it, short track racing, bumpers will be, played. Tempers could boil over, but I mean, we had a couple occasions where guys just flat out got done. I think literally throughout the race, we had like 3 or 4 occasions where guys just got dumped and there was some sort of feud going on, like Ryan Newman and Ross Chastain earlier in the race. Quinn Houff and one of the Rick Ware cars, I can't remember which one off the top of my head, they got into it. And then, of course, Keselowski and Elliott, and then Keselowski and Busch at the end, and then Hamlin and Bowman. It was a little lack of respect being given out there from driver to driver and so on. But we'll take you through today's starting lineup. Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney will be on the front row. Hamlin trying to become the first driver to win more than one race this season. Austin Dillon, Joey Logano will be in row number 2. Kyle Larson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in row 3. Ryan Newman, Kyle Busch in row 4. And Martin Truex Jr. with Michael McDowell round out the top 10 in row number 5. Alex is going to give us our introduction, so we'll listen to that, and then we'll have the rest of the race underway. This is Dirt Bristol again here for today's race. Give it a second to load here.
Welcome to the last great Coliseum here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm Alex Hayden, and today we're going to see Cup cars race on dirt for the first time in 50 years. This place challenges you every second, so there's no place to hide, and I know we're going to witness something extra special today. Getting ready to see the drivers push their cars to the limit as they slip and slide around on that beautiful red Tennessee clay.
All right, so let's take another look at the data pad here, see what we can do for last second adjustments. I did feel like this adjustment probably will be a little bit better. I'm a little scared to go all the way with it. I mean, it will help slide the car on entry, but I'm scared it's going to be too loose on exit. And the tires are just going to keep spinning if I go all the way to the right. So I think I'm just going to put it right here for now. I'm going to take it easy. We're 0 for 3 and trying to get to the end of the races as far as this season goes. So I think at the end of the day, no matter what happens, we need to finish this race. Try to get all the points we can. Christopher Bell is struggling. Has only scored 1 point each of the first 3 races. So 3 points combined in the first 3 races of the season. He is at the bottom of the point standings, and he's going to want to point his way in. He's going to have some troubles with the early struggles this season, and he's going to just have to try and get to the end. Again, Ashton G, Ethan, welcome to the stream, as well as many others. Not a lot of practice at this racetrack coming into this. Gonna have to learn on the fly once again. The green flag is in the air as Denny Hamlin leads the field to the green at Bristol.
One left. Clear, clear.
Man, the car does not want to turn into the first. Ugly start already for Christopher Bell, getting into the wall initially. Sure won't be the first time, or it will be the first time, but it will not be the last. See if we get any cautions in the race. Again, no stages are on in this game. Kind of like Nashville, a pretty slow start for Christopher Bell early on. Pack not quite pulling away from him as easily as it did back at Nashville, but the car is just not turning at all. The corner entry tight, just kind of like it was at Nashville. Just really tight on corner entry for whatever reason. Oh my goodness. In the wall, and he cannot get off of it. He's out of the gas, trying to pull the car away from the wall. Gotta be careful hitting the wall as hard as he did, really 2 or 3 times now in the early going of the race. It's only a 250 lap race. That is maybe the bright side. Traditional Bristol races are 500 laps. I think Bell is thankful that this one is not going to be 500 here today, but every little bit of damage that's going to get added onto the right side of the car is probably only going to make it tighter and tighter and tighter as well. We'll just try to get into a rhythm. Curious to know down on the track, for those of you that have NASCAR 21 Ignition and that have raced dirt Bristol, what kind of speeds are you guys typically running in the middle of the corner? Because I'm having to slow the car down to like 60 miles an hour just to keep it off the wall. 60 to 65 seems to be that sweet spot where it's finally turning and rotating in the center of the corner. A little kiss to the outside wall in turns 1 and 2. And already on lap 9, it looks like Denny Hamlin is pulled away from the field early on. Looking to get around Christopher Bell to put him a lap down. Hamlin going to clear his teammate Bell. Bell, you would think would be the dirt ringer in this, but and even if he gets just 1 point again today, you've seen the checkered flag for the first time this season. In my opinion, would be a big success story for the 20, especially on a new track to this circuit once again. Big cut down right in front of Ryan Blaney. Live traffic will hold off the leaders as well. I would like to think Blaney to the inside, Bell on the high side.
Still there. Clear, clear. One left.
Logano into the left rear of Christopher Bell there. Gave him a little love tap. Bell pulled down in front of him and was clear, but Logano, a little bump and run on Dirt Bristol. Knocked him up out of the way.
One left.
Oh, Bell comes across the front of the 5 of Larson. Spins forever, makes a great save. Keeping it off that inside wall.
Stay left.
But he definitely got clipped. A lot of these guys running the bottom of the racetrack right now. And Elliott just turns Bell.
Clear, clear, clear.
Bell trying to get out of the way. Barely does. Has already spun twice in the early going. That time he had some help. First time he kind of chopped the front of the 5 of Kyle Larson off, and the second time Elliott just got right into the back of it.
Car right.
Both the Hendrick cars, and now he gets hooked on the 19 of Truex, and he gets into the wall. Trying to slow the car up.
One right.
Hit by the...
Clear, clear. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And, well, I was going to say hit by the 48 of Bowman, and now a caution will wave. I'm not sure if Bell was only 1 or 2 laps down. It's our first caution of the custom schedule season. It took to the 4th race, but we finally get a yellow. Gonna drop the wedge. Half around. Try to loosen it up a little bit. Bump the air pressure up 2 pounds on the left sides. Let's go 4 pounds on the right side. Full repairs. Full tires. Packet full of fuel. I don't think fuel is going to matter in this race, although it could. You never know. And take all that grill tape off. No grill tape. Trying to loosen the car up. Cautions are working. In this race, yes they are. Actually, it wasn't that big of a wreck either. I mean, Bell just kind of got tagged on a couple occasions. Went around, and once another driver, which unfortunately was the 48 of Alex Bowman, piled in, that was it. Bell not the only one on pit road. There are a lot of cars in the pit lane right now. The question is was Bell 1 lap down, or was he on the, or sorry, 1 lap down, or was he 2 laps down when he had spun? It's going to be the big thing here. The 36 of David Reagan has wrecked. And Bell is stuck on the racetrack. Trying to get the car to roll down the bank and to get to the rolling start. David Reagan had wrecked. And now Bell's going a lap down anyway before he can even get to the green flag due to being stuck in the middle of the corner. And now he gets hooked on the 15 of James Davidson. Unbelievable. Said it'd be a miracle to get to the end, but this is not good at all. It seems like the few cautions we got in the career mode, and then in the Daytona 500, and now in this race with the 1 caution, for whatever reason, it's like your car tries to scuff tires. Like, it's like your car under the yellow tries to scuff tires coming to the green, and it just wipes out the car below you, or it completely spins you out. And I'm not sure why that's the case, but I'm surprised they have not patched it yet. Bell into the wall again there. Turns 3 and 4. Looks like the 48 of Alex Bowman actually in 2nd place behind Martin Truex Jr. right now. Old tag to the back of the 48 getting into the corner.
Stay right. Clear, clear.
Ugly race so far for Christopher Bell. He's multiple
One
laps
left.
down. He's not going to be able to get him
All
back.
around.
Game glitches are back once again in the 4th race of the season.
3 wide, 2 down there.
Oh
One
wow,
left,
3
clear,
wide in the
clear,
middle of the
clear.
corner.
Car low. Clear,
Like
clear.
Matt DiBenedetto and Ryan Newman got underneath the 20 of Bell.
Got one left, got one left. Stay high. Clear, clear.
It does feel like if he could just
Stay right.
somehow find a
Keep it
way
high.
to get the
Clear,
car to
clear.
turn on corner entry. He's not that much slower than everybody else. Even with everybody kind of training around the bottom and Bell running the outside of the racetrack. And the weird thing is that he's driving into the corner, it seems like deeper than everybody else. Still nothing to really show for there. Denny Hamlin back to 11. Must have had a pretty bad restart. Contact with Bell. And that about spun the 20 car around. Bell able to save it there also.
Car right.
2 and 3 wide to his
Clear,
outside. He's trying to outlast some DNFs at this point, is all Christopher Bell is really trying to do. That and make laps.
Stay left. Clear, clear. One left. Clear all around. Stay right. All clear. One left. Clear, clear, clear.
Oh man. Yeah, they're checking on big time getting into the corner, and that time Bell cuts across the 66 at Tibby Hill. He gets spun right around. The hard part about that
Clear, clear,
is
clear.
it's one thing that the AI doesn't have to lift. I understand. And now a tire is down on Bell after the contact from Brad Keselowski. I don't know if it's the right front or the right rear that is down. Keselowski kind of just drilled the right side of Bell's race car.
Stay left. Clear all around.
And he cannot get the car to turn right now. No caution that time. This is just pitiful. Bell trying to get the car to pit road. He is in the pits. And there we go, green flag pit stop. I was wondering if it was going to let me make the green flag stop. I didn't even see if we had the full repairs on or not, but I don't think it's going to matter much. I think the most fun I've had in a race this year was probably Coda. Those first 20 laps we had was actually pretty good. Till the game glitched with the fuel economy and not having the telemetry. Now the car wanted to spin out coming out of the pits again. It's doing that same thing again where it just wiggles back and forth. I think it did that at the Daytona road course also for some reason. Leave the pit lane, it's like wanting to scuff the tires. William Byron is now taking over the race lead. Car right in front of Bell. Bell does have fresher tires. Not sure how that's going to play off on the dirt track exactly, but see what he can do. Bell being held up right now behind the 36 of David Reagan. See if Bell can maybe actually make a pass on the racetrack. He closes in on the back of David Reagan. Reagan was the second to last car on the racetrack. Actually still is in the 39th spot. Out of battle for position here. Bell gets to the inside. A little bit of contact.
All clear.
And it doesn't take much for these cars to spin out.
Got one right.
With said contact.
All clear.
It's a little bit more.
Got one right. Clear, clear.
All trying to feather it back to the gas so he doesn't spin out on the bottom of the racetrack. That was one thing in practice he had a hard time doing. And again, Reagan just checks up so much on corner entry. Bell wants to carry more speed in there to try and keep up with these guys.
All clear.
When he's in line behind him, he just kind of gets into the back of him.
Stay left.
And there it is again. The car just does not want to turn on corner entry. Into the side of Kyle Busch. And around. A giant pack of cars coming. Bell going to try to stay out of the way as much as he can. Just going to have to pull it back in reverse and get out of the way. He's going to have to pull up onto the racetrack. Probably going to get hit by another car. Nope, actually had a lot of clean air, clean room to run onto the racetrack. That time around. No clue what lap it actually is right now or how many laps down we are. We're going to have to make an unscheduled green flag pit stop due to damage, and obviously you can see plenty more damage around the 20 of Bell as well. Pulls in quite a bit there on corner entry. That 77 of Justin Haley in front of him. Trying to make a clean pass.
Got one
Every
left.
little bit of practice can help me out for say the career mode.
Got one left. Clear all around. Clear all around.
Just trying to get laps in at this racetrack. So when we come back here, say in season 2, on the season mode side of things, or in the career mode, that although these laps may not score Christopher Bell tonight in a better situation, that's more laps of practice Bell can have. That's the first pass he has made in this race today with on Justin Haley there, even if it was a 33rd place car. Still improvement, and even though it wasn't clean either, but all he can really do with the race car right now. NASCAR LOL. Giants, welcome, or Cars One Boy, welcome to the stream. I cannot get off the wall. Like, that's one thing I've noticed with this game too, and it kind of somewhat reminds me of NASCAR Thunder 2004 in the same way. It's like you hit the wall, and you're out of the gas so much trying to get off the wall, and the car just won't come off the wall. Like it's not just with dirt Bristol, it's like that with pretty much any track. It's like glue. Truex and Stenhouse coming in. Stenhouse 19, Truex in second. Again, into the wall goes Bell. Just shocked that more tires have not been blown by the 20 in this race. He only blew the right front once, and that was mainly because of the contact with Brad Keselowski, and Keselowski sideswiping. On the inside. More contact with his teammate Truex. Like to try not to take him out of it. Jackson Thomas, welcome to the stream. What happened? A whole lot of nothing as far as the running order goes, but a whole lot of carnage as far as the 20 is concerned as well. That time Truex got checked up. It looked like behind the 36 of David Reagan. Bell got into him there.
Stay left, stay left.
Trying to get the car to turn. Stenhouse almost got into the back. Christopher Bell that time.
Stay left.
A lot of grip there on the bottom of the racetrack again.
Clear, clear.
Slides in front of the 47. Trying to get the car pinned underneath the 38. That's actually Anthony Alfredo, the 38 car.
Clear, clear.
36 of David Reagan. Alfredo has scored an 18th, and that is the first clean pass of the day for Christopher Bell. He makes a nice clean pass on Anthony Alfredo. And who knows, maybe this does go green to the end, and he could somehow find a way to catch, say, the 39th place car of David Reagan. You never know. It could definitely have a long run car as well. We'll have to wait and see. Tim Irvin, welcome to the stream. Wow, Bell had to almost come to a complete stop that time just to get the race car to turn. Got a pretty good corner exit though, back in that corner quite a ways up. Doing so, he made sure he lifted a lot earlier before getting into turns 1 and 2. Bell sliding around down on the bottom of the track, had to lift to keep the car from wanting to spin out on him again. Sends it underneath David Reagan in turns 3 and 4. Nice little slide job down to the bottom, pulls clear up high. I'd say there's probably a little bit better launch run speed in the 20 car, even with that little bit of damage. R6, welcome to the stream. Bell just trying to get to the end of the race. Multiple laps down, but he is doing all he can, really. Almost feels like the handling's starting to come in on the long run, which is probably helping the speed in the race car. Trying to make a clean pass on the lapper of James Davidson. And that 19 of Truex.
Clear.
Right there, holds clear on Bell off the exit of the corner. Bell going to try to slide back down to the bottom. I'd say he's getting a little bit more comfortable with the race car.
Clear.
Can't make the pass back down there again.
Got one right.
Oh man, and he clipped the left rear of Truex. Getting into the next corner. Went to the bottom, was slipping around quite a bit, had to lift. Of course, the corner entry. And getting into him definitely helped stall him out a little bit more. Really got the car to arc off well into the gas, back down to the bottom. Did a great job not hitting the 19 that time. We'll stack up with the lap cars in front of Truex. And Truex in second place, and of course his teammate Bell battling. Not going to help him a whole lot either. Joshua Rumsey, welcome to the stream. Bell looking to the high side.
Clear all around.
43 of Eric Jones right there. 51. COTA winner Cody Ware on the high side. Bell trying to roll the bottom underneath the 51.
Got one right. Clear.
Slides into the corner just a little too hard again. And off the front bumper of Cody Ware he goes. He was running so clean for so long.
Car right. Clear all around.
Has to literally try to wait for... I mean, the problem is there's not going to be any cautions. He's got to come down the track. And the Chip Ganassi cars have stacked up together as well. Now Bell is off the track enough to get out of the way, but he kind of had to do that. I mean, he waited as long as he could.
Got one right.
There was not going to be any open room to run with everything spread so far apart. With the long green flag runs and without the cautions coming out, there's just really no help there to be had.
Got one right. All clear.
Man, I mean, the cars turn so quickly in this game. It is on dirt, I will say that much, but even the non-dirt races. You make the littlest of contact. Like, there is no forgiveness at all. And again, the AI doesn't check up, so, you know, trying to pull up and get back up to speed again in that instance and get to the outside, there's no check up there. Bubba Wallace, and there's no chance for Bell to see Wallace either without any rearview mirror in the game. It's just a lose-lose-lose situation.
Stay left.
No matter what you're really trying to do.
Clear, clear.
Got to win into Bristol earlier. What game mode are you playing on that you're getting these wins at these tracks? Because, I mean, expert difficulty outside of Daytona, there is no track that we've had legitimate speed to be able to go out and win a race. Like, even, you know, doesn't matter what car you're in, which granted it kind of doesn't anyway in this game, no matter what mode you're on. With contact with Cody Ware. I'll turn the 51 car around. Your Bristol, Nashville, your weak tracks. That makes two of us. I mean, I was struggling with speed at Nashville too, just like I am here at Dirt Bristol. I feel like the car itself is fast. I just can't keep the consistency down. It definitely seems like there's better long run speed in this 20 car. I'm hoping we go back to tracks that, you know, I have raced at, you know, in other games, and we can have some success, hopefully. Next race will be the real judge of that. Good news is we do go to Talladega in 2 races, so that could be a chance for Bell to get the victory. He had a very fast car in the Daytona 500 until things got wrecked after Daniel Suarez wrecked coming out of the pit lane, and we got no cautions. We actually did see a caution earlier in this race already today. It's the only caution we've seen in the custom schedule mode all season long. Contact there with Clint Athens and long slide by the 20 of Bell. The car is going to get around on the outside as they got split 3 wide there for a brief moment as well. And now into the wall goes Bell into turn 3. Can't do full races on this game. I'm trying to prove a point in saying, well, I can, knowing my skill level in NASCAR games. But yeah, I mean, you make enough damage, the car slows down. I mean, it's tough. It is tough. All we got to do is win one race. One race, top 30 in points, and we're in the playoffs. Then we go from there. But I mean, we're going to have 22 more races after this to try and get the car to victory lane. If we have to do it at Talladega or the next trip to Daytona,
got one right.
So be it.
Clear, 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 clear.
Expert difficulty, full races, and NASCAR 21 Ignition. This is tough. I'm trying not to lose my cool. I was losing my cool in the last stream when I was practicing, but as far as the realistic commentary side of things with the race itself and not practice or qualified, I do my best. We will have 4 50% races this year. That could definitely play the Bell's wheelhouse, and 2 of them are on super speedways.
Car right.
Later in the regular season.
Clear.
We got 3 trips total to Talladega and Daytona, 2 in the regular season, 1 in the playoffs for each. With the second race in the regular season for both Talladega and Daytona are both 50% races. Cal the King fan, welcome to the stream as well. Rest in peace, your car, indeed. Rest in pieces.
Car right.
Bell has had a rough one in this. Not many cars were damaged, believe it or not. The Ganassi cars get stacked up a little bit earlier as well.
You're in the middle here, 3 wide. You're in the middle here, 3 wide.
3 wide middle right now for Bell. Gonna get
Three wide
tight.
middle.
Really tight. A little bit of contact with Blaney that spins the 20. Not really spins him, but knocks him into the 33. A Penske sandwich there between Blaney and Cindric. The big story of this race for Bell, though, can he finish his first race of the season? Martinsville was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Had some good hot dogs. Had to watch some good racing.
One
Some
left.
ugly racing there towards the end.
Clear,
But
clear, clear.
entertaining. Crowd was lively. Quite a bit of fans there on the front stretch. It was pretty packed on the front stretch. I was pretty much right on the start-finish line, like, all the way up. But, I mean, like, all the way down, it was just like a sea of people there. Seemed like in the turns there were some empty seats, but that was really about it. But it was, you know, capacity level-wise, I'd probably say it was probably about 80% full, 85% full. It was a pretty good crowd.
Stay left. Clear all around.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I just got back just before 5 o'clock today. It was like 4:50, 4:45. Ate dinner, getting stuff ready for the stream, and now, well, here we are. Post-race analysis video will hopefully be up on the channel tomorrow. The race highlight
Got one
video from the grandstands
All clear.
had uploaded right before we went live tonight. So that is already up on the channel. That was kind of scary, honestly. Like when never have I seen anything like that on TV before, and I was honestly kind of scared. And Hamlin just pinned Bowman. Like pinning him is one thing, but then when he just full on they were bumper to bumper, and Hamlin was just shoving the I didn't know if he was gonna stop or if Bowman was gonna retaliate and hit the throttle too, and the window net was down at least on I don't know if it was on Hamlin, but Bowman's car was facing me, facing towards the grandstands, and his window net was already down. He had the fist out the window and stuff before he even went to whip the car around before Hamlin even got there, and I was a little scared that with Hamlin doing that, how far it was gonna go with Bowman likely not even having any harnesses on or anything. Definitely kind of a dangerous situation. I did see NASCAR said something about it, but I don't know exactly what they said. But I feel like it's those kinds of instances where it's it could be potentially dangerous, and they just haven't really stepped in and done anything about it. Unless it's involving a non-championship contending or non-playoff contending driver, then they'll do something about it.
Two on the outside.
Not right.
Stay left.
That is the case, and we got a crash into turn 3.
Clear, clear.
Logano is just hooked
Back it down. Yellow's out.
the 20 of Bell, and it took out his teammate Blaney. We've got a caution on the racetrack once again. Our second caution of the race tonight. Tires will be thrown on the 20 of Bell. It doesn't look like anybody else is going to pit here. Major repairs on the damage side of things here with the 20. It actually looks like there are a lot of cars pitting, so it's not like it's just Bell hitting pit road, but he had brought out the caution. It did look like the 20 of Bell came up. I think it was another case where the corner was overdrove, And not really because he overdrove it himself, just because the car is super, super tight. They made adjustments earlier and they tried to loosen up. It hasn't worked. We got cars wrecking coming to the start. David Reagan, Kurt Busch is wrecked. Somebody else is wrecked further up towards the front again. And just like on the last restart we had, the 20 of Bell was stuck behind the 36 before he could get going. This time he doesn't fall a lap down in the process of getting to the flag. Bell's crew chief said we'll be pitting in 5 laps. I'm not sure why, and David Reagan is just hooked.
Clear.
Christopher Bell. Bell bounced off the wall. He's going to back into traffic, and he gets drilled by the 17. Chris Buescher, Ryan Newman, both the race cars involved.
Clear all around.
The fuel indicator, for whatever reason, is low on the 20 of Christopher Bell. This is a guy who's just trying to survive to the end of the race. The car is just obviously destroyed even more. I don't know what the car's doing. I mean, the throttle has stuck on the 20 of Bell. We have seen this glitch a lot. Now it's not stuck. The throttle was stuck on the 20 of Bell for whatever reason there, and the car was just going nuts in circles. I had no control over it.
We got about 5 laps of fuel left.
It's still wanting to... I have no control over this car. Like, I'm barely in the gas, and the car's just kind of shaking back and forth. The throttle stuck originally when it started doing that. I'll just try to creep around to the pit lane. There's this pit box on the back stretch. What is going on? It's like it's not letting me pit. I don't know why it's doing that. Restart glitch after a caution. I know, but I mean, between that and it's not letting me pit. It was doing that in the career mode in the Daytona 500 too when we were trying to make a green flag pit stop. And it just wasn't letting me pit. Even though it's telling me I have to pit for fuel. I don't know why it's telling me I have to pit for fuel when we just literally pitted right before the caution.
Stay left.
I have no control over the car. I mean, the car just pulled itself onto the racetrack, and now it's just stacking up the field into turn 3. Kyle goes, Denny Hamlin around, Quinn House around.
Clear.
Back to the bottom of the track goes the 20 again. It's like the throttle's sticking at random moments, and then the car's just kind of moving around everywhere. There, we're in the pits. I don't know what's going on now. Oh. Alright. I don't know what's going on. That happened to you at the Indy Road Course earlier where I was spinning out in the sand. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what triggers that glitch. Is it because of a restart? Because that happened at Daytona too. And it was after for whatever reason, after a restart. Man, oh man, this game is worth $60, y'all. This game isn't. This game is worth $25. I mean, we haven't got a full race in without a glitch. I'm thinking we might never be able to get one in. A full race in with this game. So we just pit. They actually let us pit that time. And Christopher Bell is back on the racetrack. Contact with the 14 car. Chase Briscoe off the exit of turn 2. And Bell is Again, unless he outlasts another driver who may DNF. Looking like a last place finish. Not even sure how many laps down we are. I mean, we are every bit of over 10 laps down at this point, if not more than that. I'd probably assume it's probably more than that. The car's got decent speed. It's just, it's tight on entry. And then when we do back the corner up enough, we have to slow the car way down. It's somewhat competitive, but nowhere near competitive with the leaders at least.
Stay right. 3 wide. 2 down there. Clear, clear, clear. Got 1 low. All right, hold your line.
Compact into
Clear,
the outside
clear,
wall
clear.
that time for Bell. His teammate Truex underneath him trying to get around him and does.
Stay
And
right.
turns 1 and 2.
Down low. Still there.
Contact
Clear
with
all around.
Bubba Wallace.
One left.
Dangerous situation. Bell hooked on the one of Kurt Busch.
Clear, clear.
Couldn't get
One
off of
left.
him. Somehow they did not wreck, even though they slid all the way down to the inside of the racetrack. I mean, you make contact with another car in this game too, you just get stuck.
Still there. All clear.
So hard to drive off.
Got 1 right. All clear.
Oh man, this is pitiful.
Got 1 right. Clear, clear, clear.
I'm surprised it hasn't disqualified us yet
Stay left.
for random reason. Oh my gosh. Bell didn't even get hit that time. Do a wide track and try a full race at Michigan. We will when we get there. I'm staying consistent with this custom schedule. If I'm not doing some sort of a season with some sort of incentive and trying to run for a championship, then I'm not going to bother doing a full race outside of that.
Got 1 left.
I'm just trying to
Clear,
get the
clear.
outside to work here.
1
On
left.
the outside of the 66 of Timmy
down
Hill.
low.
I got a little loose off the exit of the corner again.
Still next to you.
Off the front
All
bumper
clear.
of Timmy Hill. Ran into from behind and kind of launched
All
off
right.
the exit of the corner by Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Clear all
in the
around.
47. Nothing but absolute carnage for Christopher Bell at Dirt Bristol today. That might be one of the first times I've been able to actually get through a corner without dropping it below 70 miles an hour. Again, like, no cars around me, I can somewhat hit my marks. It's not perfect by any means, but at least I can keep it off the wall.
1 left.
Trying to make another
Still
pass
inside.
is where it really gets difficult.
Clear all around.
All on the outside of Timmy
One
Hill.
left.
Just gets squeezed
Clear,
into the
clear,
wall by
clear.
Hill.
1 left. 1 left. Stay high.
Bell had gotten
Clear,
into the
clear,
wall
clear.
before Hill
One
got there,
left,
but
got
Hill
one low.
hit Bell while he
Clear,
was
clear,
already
clear.
still in the wall. You guys talking about all the wins you guys are getting in this game, and I haven't even been able to finish a race yet.
Got one left. Got one low.
It makes me feel like I'm terrible at this game, and I know I keep telling myself that you're fine, it's the game.
Clear, clear. One left.
There's a clean pass on Timmy Hill that time. My wheel's broken. I haven't used the wheel in a while because it wants to downshift randomly. I gotta get a new one.
Right. Clear
I'm
all
gonna
around.
use one at all, and I don't feel like getting a new one.
Got one right. All clear.
I mean, that may help with the game a little bit.
Clear, clear, clear.
Maybe. Probably not. I mean, it wouldn't help with the glitches.
Car right.
That was a nice little slide job there by Bell. It actually worked out perfectly. Put on the 51 car of Cody Ware.
Car right. Clear, clear, clear.
Contact with the 53.
Car right. All clear.
Joe Jason, that 53 car. That was a really, really hard hit.
Still next to you.
Whoa!
All clear. One
It was like Gase just kind of turned left.
Clear, clear.
Oh my goodness.
Clear, 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 clear.
Big hit there by Bowman. I don't even think he spun out either. And that has knocked, I believe knocked the tire down on the 20 of Bell. I would not be surprised with that big of a hit.
Got one left. Clear, clear.
David Reagan.
Stay left.
And the AI doesn't break. Look at this. I mean, they just don't
All
break.
clear.
Car in the way.
Caution.
And there's the caution. Third of the race. It was a long night. Oh. A lot of patience. I mean, that's very true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Joshua. Not gonna lie, I have a little. I mean, this, you know, playing this game isn't really a lot of fun for me currently, but. David Reagan wrecks every single restart, and the worst part is, and now we blew a right front tire. So Bell has blown a right front tire. We got a lot of cars on pit road right now. They're wrecking in the pits. And this could be a situation where Bell maybe could gain some positions just running laps to the end of the race. Problem is he has a blown right front tire right now.
Clear, clear, clear. Clear, clear,
After
clear.
on the restart there was a glitch. There was a lot of cars on pit road. I did not drive into the... I'm just going to... When you hit the commitment line, the car takes over. And Bell has just creamed the tire barrier on pit road, but that was when the AI took control. You try to get into the pits, and then the... I mean, the AI... Look at this. I'm not even on the gas. Like, the AI drove me into the tire barrier. A lot of cars hit the pits after the green flag had already dropped. There were cars wrecking on the front stretch pit lane. I'm stuck. Oh, we might get a caution for something else. I don't know. We got some cars coming out of the pit lane and they're merging up into traffic, nearly causing accidents. There's been a lot of people making contact off the exit of turn 2 at least. Yeah, I mean, I'm stuck. I can't. Like, the throttle stuck on me again. and it's still stuck, and it's not letting me downshift because I'm in the pits. I crossed the commitment line, so the throttle's stuck when you got close to the pit lane. So I hate the idea of Bristol dirt racing things happen. I mean, this wouldn't happen in real life. The throttle wouldn't just stick and you'd be in the front tire barrier. But this is bad. Oh my goodness. I mean, what do we do? I mean, I can't. I mean, we can hope for a caution. We're still going to be stuck here unless, like, maybe they pit after the race is over and then they hit me or something, and then... I'm surprised we haven't, like... I mean, the RPMs aren't that high. They're only at, like, 5,000. It's probably why we haven't blown an engine. It's not like it's redlining. But yeah, I can't shift. It's not letting me shift. Can't even, I'm hitting the brakes, nothing's working. I don't even know how you DNF in the game. We've never DNF. They just disqualify us every time. They just disqualify us for something stupid is the only reason we've gotten to the end of the races before actually getting to the checkered flag. It's not, I mean, it is definitely, Tim, that the best NASCAR games are from, like, over 15 years ago, but at the same time, like this stuff should not happen. Like, offline especially. Like, online, you know, you may get, like, I could see bugs maybe happening there, but an offline game... and the throttle just sticks at random points like this. They've had 3 patches and they still haven't fixed the main issues I've been having personally. Like, any issue that I've had before that first patch, they have not fixed. I don't think they fixed a single issue that I was having with, like, issues with the throttle sticking, the car doing random donuts randomly. I mean, it... just restart. No, I mean, it's not gonna change anything because we're still gonna be, I was about to say slow as dirt, but we're on dirt. No, but in all seriousness, it just doesn't matter. I'm not buying this game. No, don't buy it. I wouldn't recommend stop watching the stream. I mean, you can watch.
Do yourself a 180. You're going back.
Oh, here we go. We might get black flag now. He said we were going backwards. We're not really going anywhere, but all right. I mean, if it black flags me and gets the race done with, then maybe. Take a look at the alternating camera angles here. A lot of people talk about, like, how good the graphics are and stuff, which is true. I mean, the graphics are good, but that's like the only, like, 10 out of 10 quality with this game. Isn't Nashville on the schedule after Dirt Bristol? If you're talking about real life, yes, but we just ran Nashville. Yeah, we ran it tonight, actually. We got 12. Now, technically, we're past halfway with all the laps down we are tonight, so I don't have to run another race. But, or do I really want to at this point? Yeah, that's the only reason we did a doubleheader today is because Nashville... we tried to make a green flag pit stop and it disqualified us for whatever reason. I mean, it was easy to miss. We only made it to lap 16. We're trying to make a green flag stop, and we had blown a right front tire over right. I mean, we were in last place even before we did that. I mean, kind of like today. There were some cars wrecking on the front stretch pit lane, though, and I was hoping, all right. And again, let me remind you also, the only reason I was trying to make a green flag pit stop and come into the pits is because we had a flat tire. The only reason we had a flat tire is because on the restart, David Reagan had wrecked before coming to the line. Like, the AI just wrecked off the restarts in this game for whatever reason. Not so much the initial start. There'll be some stack up sometimes, but they don't actually wreck. But they wrecked on the restart, and you don't have control of your car on the restart when they do that. And David Reagan backed right into the right front and blew my right front tire. So that's why I had to pit under green. And then when I made it into the pit lane, the car took over. It just literally turned right into the tire barrier, and it is on the gas still, even to this moment. I mean, it has been probably like 5 to 10 minutes now here. It's still sitting there. Gabe Delgado, welcome to the stream. I think NASCAR Heat 5 or NASCAR Heat Series in general is relevant. I saw personally record high 300 racers a couple days ago. Oh, wow. On NASCAR Heat 5, I mean, yeah, it's relevant. Even after 21 came out. I think it's just because a lot of people haven't bought the game yet, whether it's because they don't have the money. I think a lot of it is they see the gameplay of this game and they think that, okay, I should probably just stick with the Heat series, which is what I would do if I were in your guys' sake. I mean, as a content creator, I kind of have to get this game. I try to put the content out here for you guys. And I hate doing that because it's just not good. It's not good content. I know it's not. Like us running multiple laps down at Dirt Bristol because of this issue right here. And now going to finish last for the third time in the first 4 races this season because of a glitch. I mean, that's just, it's pathetic. It's going to be the 4th out of 4 races we have not made it 75% of the way through. I mean, let alone like the getting through the full race, but getting through 75% of the races. Yeah, it's not great. There was somebody else that was in the chat earlier too, by the way. Welcome, Hunter. Welcome to the stream. That's Alonus. I said your name correctly. Yeah, I think Heat 4 is better than Heat 5, but I mean, compared to this, Heat 5 is light years better than 4. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, so I mean, I say the same thing over and over again, but I mean, it's true. Yeah, we can't even mess with the pit option. We can pause it. We can unpause it. That didn't really do much. Try it again. Oh my goodness. I mean, we're just gonna have to go back through here. And we're gonna have to do what we did at Coda. And that is set it down to 2%. Run last. So race only, 2%. Apply changes, start weekend. Reverse. No, I couldn't shift. It wasn't letting me shift at all. Like, the game took over. Like, it wasn't letting me shift. The throttle stuck. Like, there was nothing I could do. So 2%. Just enough to get the results to this race. And we're about to see if we get a 4th different winner in the first 4 races of the year. So Kyle Busch win at Nashville.
Welcome to the last great Coliseum here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm Alex Hayden, and today we're going to see Cup Cars race on dirt for the first...
Skipping. We already got to see all this. We just need to get the finishing results. We need to get the finishing results, and I need to go to bed because I got to work tomorrow, and I just drove. I had an 8.5 hour trip to Martinsville and back this weekend. This is just...
Stay left, stay left.
starting us in first. We are not going to finish here. I'm trying to get out of the way, and they just wreck behind me. They are stacked up. I wasn't even like on the brakes. We just got ran into. Look at this stack up. And now we blew.
Clear.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Talk about a random finishing order to this race. David Reagan has a car underneath him. We got some drivers disappearing. This is going to be another random finishing order, kind of like Coda was. I mean, a lot of cars are just disappearing here. Wow, Denny Hamlin just pulled up right in front of Justin Haley. It's amazing how long we've been live for, and we're still not even in last place.
Stay left. Clear.
I believe Martin Truex Jr. is the leader of this race. He was leading quite a bit earlier anyway, and checker flag is. There were a lot of cars that disappeared, and that's why we're scored in 22nd. We got cars wrecking on pit road. The game just took over again. Like, I'm not even on the gas anymore. Once it hit the wall, I don't know why the game took over there. That was really weird. It scored us in 22nd. We're going to end up finishing last. We're still going to finish last. So every other position behind us will finish one spot ahead of what they actually did. We had, look at all that. Why, guy, welcome to the stream. This is insane. If I finish the full race at Michigan, I'll go and say that it's actually possible. I think it's possible. I think there will be races we will finish this year, but the short tracks is probably going to be the toughest to do so. We got cars levitating in the pits. Martin Truex Jr. is your winner at Dirt Bristol. He won the actual Dirt Bristol race for the Truck Series. Ran really well in the Cup Series race as well in real life. But four different winners in the first four races now. Three of them, Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas. The only one to Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota who has not won is our driver, Christopher Bell. Unfortunately for any Christopher Bell fans out there, we are letting down a massive disappointment, though. It's not been my fault, again stated, but oh well. We'll take a look at the top 10 again. Truex with the win. Ross Chastain ends up second. Denny Hamlin with a third place finish. I believe he's the lead regular season standing so far this year. Kaz Grallo with a top 5 finishing fourth. BJ McLeod from Live Fast ends up finishing in fifth, rounding out the top 5. Justin Haley in 6th. Michael McDowell 7th. Ryan Blaney 8th. Austin Dillon 9th. And Eric Almirola rounds out the top 10. Well, that's going to finish this one up. Let me check to see what the next race of the schedule is going to be, because I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head. And we'll try it again tomorrow. Oh boy, Darlington, the Goodyear 400 at Darlington. The throwback race will be the next race on this custom schedule season. And it will take place at the Lady in Black tomorrow night. Again, that is if that game is playable. All I have to do to make it playable is literally try to make a green flag pit stop. If it works, leading up, like on a practice 2% race or something, is make a green flag pit stop and then just, race, like at least 5 laps. And if it, there's no major bugs multiple times in a row, then we'll end up running it. But I mean, I don't think Darlington's going to be any better, but we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. Again, like, share, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. This has not been the best content as far as the NASCAR video game full race live streams go, but we'll see. Yeah, 293 laps, 400 miles tomorrow night at Darlington. We'll see if we can get to the end of the race. But again, thanks for watching.